You don't have to watch your words because we'll just cut it.
But I just want to be real too. At the same time, like I want real content. I don't want no fake bullshit. Like I'm not trying to be like these other scripted podcasts coming out. You know what I mean? Like. BrodieShredz in the Wolf Den today.
Yep. What's going on, guys? Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We happy to have you here. So dude, what's going on? What you got new right now?
A whole lot of traveling, man. 2025. What can we do this year? So that's what I'm trying to figure out now. We got the podcast going. We got, obviously, if you guys don't know my content, I dabble in skits, as well as, I do all the posing and flexing and stuff like that. But people mainly know me for my skits.
So, Lo, I'm gonna cut you right there at the skits, dude. How did you come up with the Office idea? Like, I really wanted to know that.
Dude, that was a great one.
That is my freaking favorite show, like, in the world. I watch it on repeat. That's my comfort show. I put it on at night. Like, why? How did you come up with that? Like, what was your, like, just tell me. I
Love that. Well, same as you. First off, I want to ask, who's your favorite character?
It has, dude, honestly, I resonate so much. Michael Scott, dude.
Michael
Scott.
I knew it.
I resonate with him. Like, I really do. Like, dude, he's so he's genuine. Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, he's a genuine dude who cares about his employees. And, like, just being honest, as a business owner, I want to care about my employees just as much as he does, even though he's, like, a manager or whatever. Yep. But, dude, like, the fact that he cares about him, but, like, the fact also that he has his own, like, just spaz about him. Like, he doesn't understand. I know that, right? But, like, he does it perfect.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, he's just not self-aware, like how he comes off.
You definitely have that about you, Nick.
Oh, what, me?
No, for sure.
I guess. I mean, that would be awesome.
No. I was going to say, dude, that's like, you pretty much just brought me in here to just rein in all of that Michael Scott energy that you just, like, bro, you exude that, man. Like, you walk around and people aren't afraid to talk to you and tell you how it is.
Yeah. How did you come up with it? Like, wait, who's your favorite character?
I always go for the funniest character, in my opinion, is Dwight.
Dude.
Dwight.
Couldn't agree more, man. Yeah. I love Dwight, bro.
I mean, Jim, everybody likes Jim, but Dwight's so different. He's serious, but at the same time, he has such that dry humor. I love dry humor.
Yes, whenever he's like looking at the camera and he's like, who smoked this marijuana? Yeah. How you say it? How do you say it? He's like, the marijuana leaves or something like that.
Yeah, he started a fire for no reason. Dude, that's one of the best episodes.
The fire drill.
To answer your question and not prolong it, basically, exactly like it's on repeat, right? I love those shows like The Office. It's my all-time favorite. Trailer Park Boys, Pork and Rex, right? Where they have the confessionals, the interviews.
Yeah.
So I had the idea. I was like, we need to do a gym documentary, almost like bring it to real life. But then I was like, that doesn't really make sense. Let's make it more of like sitcom style. And then obviously my inspiration was The Office. So people pick up on it, obviously through the interview scenes or the confessionals and the zoom in of the cameras, right? And I was like,
that slow zoom in?
Yeah. That slow zoom in. Or like when like dialogue's over and it zooms in on me, just my facial reaction, kind of like Jim does.
Yeah, your expressions, yeah.
And so I always loved it. I was like, I could bring this to the gym. Nobody's doing it, right? Everybody tries to like copy off of one another, and I'm gonna touch on that in a bit. But basically, I was like, we need to bring this to the gym, and I have my boy Colin was in on. He wasn't in my videos at the time. I was like, well, to do this, I'm gonna need more characters because I've mostly been doing it solo by myself. Because all my other friends have normal jobs and whatnot. Actually, so did I at the time. And we could kind of like talk about more later how I got into it. But I was basically like, let's replicate Office style, but just make it kind of our own thing in the gym, right? Because who's doing that? Absolutely nobody, right? You got to set yourself apart somehow. And back then I was always creative. I was always, even when I was following trends, right? How do you set yourself apart? Everybody's doing the same trend.
Right. Yeah.
Right? And I would take the trend and put a little twist on it, right?
Give me like an example of one of the trends.
Oh, way back when? Like, I would just make dumb videos over my sound, over like stupid sounds.
Okay.
And so basically, what I mean by being different is I started taking sounds and making a story out of it, like 40-second long videos, right? When all my previous videos were 10 seconds long. So like you constantly got to upgrade. So I was doing like 10-second videos, then I was doing 40-second videos, still on sound. And then I was like, okay, well, to really retain an audience, they need to hear my voice. Nobody knows even what I sound like. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do more raw skits. So I got the camera and mic. I forgot which. Oh, I was using a Canon at the time. Awful video and camera.
I'm pretty sure you told me before it was like a Canon T7 or something like that. Or 5 or
SL.
T1. Oh, it was like an SL or something like that?
I think so.
Okay.
All I remember is I had a flipping screen. A screen that I flipped. I thought it was so cool. So basically, I was basically coming up with how can I differentiate myself, right? And so I got Colin together. Colin might not have been in the first episode. I think I got 2 random people at the gym. You know Thomas Claymore?
I do.
Okay, I think.
No, dude.
Wait,
Tom,
yeah.
Dude,
We have a meeting with him.
Yeah, we have a meeting with Thomas.
Really?
He's been supposed to come in to the office. Like, we had to reschedule like 2 or 3 times. He's super busy. Like, he's the head coach now at Assumption, right? That was the high school that I went to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so actually I hooked him up with another guy that does some uniforms out here right now. So he's like talking with him right now, but we're actually, I'm pretty sure Thomas is supposed to come in office like on Monday or Tuesday or something like that.
Oh, yeah? That's what's up.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was in the very first episode. It was basically like a see if this is going to pop off.
Right.
And the other person was Nordo, my videographer, that he's behind the camera in all my videos. And sometimes he like has to play a role if we need him. Anyway, so like I say it was a trial run because we said if the first video, like the title or the caption of it was if the gym had a documentary or if the gym was a documentary reality show. And that's what it was. And just to kind of test the waters, it did all right. And so I was like, nah, like that was fun. This is entertaining. And people were commenting like, oh, you got to keep this up. This is so different. And I was like, okay, we will. And so Colin started being a more reoccurring character. And this doesn't happen often in social media, but it was like first episode popped off. Yeah, because I think one of my first ones was the guy who watched one David Goggins video, and it's just me being an absolute douchebag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
dude.
I don't think I see now, and I think I'm gonna have to check that one out.
One of my most popular ones was a part 2 of like the guy who watched one David Goggins videos, and in the video I'm actually benching a boat. Yeah, and so that really popped off. I think that got 1 million likes on TikTok, and so I put all my videos together like a playlist.
Well, we need to touch base on that too in a minute on TikTok and what's about to happen.
Yeah, because that's pretty huge numbers for TikTok early on and stuff.
That's your cream of your crop probably right now. Not right now, but I know you have a huge following on everything else, right? But we could touch base on that in a minute.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, bring it up. But so you know how a boat has like a big motor in the back? Well, if you really like pick up a boat, it's easy to pick up. So I'm in the front benching it, and so many people thought it was fake. So I was like getting so many comments like, this dude didn't actually bench a boat. Yes, I was, but the fact is that it's so light in the front and it's so easy to bench.
Right.
And that one popped off immediately. It's crazy actually because that's like, I think that's the last video that ever got taken down from me. Knock on wood, because getting a video taken down is so annoying.
Great,
why did it get taken down?
I believe it was the port. Which port was it? I think it might have been the bench in the boat port. Yeah.
Like saying that was dangerous?
100%. Yeah, it was.
Really?
So benching, it said dangerous acts. That was it.
Dude, that's
so it was me
crazy.
benching the
my
boat. So I had to
gosh.
cut out benching the boat port, and then I redid it. Or I always do multiple takes just in case something like that happens.
Yeah.
And my other take was me like literally pulling it. Like just pulling it from behind.
What?
It wasn't as fun, but on YouTube, Instagram.
But no, that's like a good strategy though. Like I don't even like, just being honest, we do a lot of work for a bunch of different companies, and I didn't even like really think about like doing something like that, like doing a separate take or something like that, just in case if that would happen. Like, I mean, I guess we really don't film that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I could tell you now, like my personal TikTok, whatever, we had a couple videos, and only because my fiance, they got a crazy family and stuff, and we posted one of the videos. It got like 377,000 views and like like 50-something thousand likes. But like that's the most I ever got on TikTok. So like I never really got big on TikTok or anything yet. But we try, we push. But I mean, TikTok's hard.
It is, man. Yeah, I tell you, over everything, people are looking for entertainment. When normal people, so if you're if you're not niche, what do people go on TikTok mostly for? To laugh, right? So if you're in some sort of entertainment, if you're not in entertainment, that's where I can't give great advice because I am entertainment. So I would say you just got to keep pushing it. And that's the shitty thing to hear.
No.
It's
You gotta keep on
consistency,
moving.
right?
It's consistency.
Yeah.
Like, what, dude, it's the same thing with a business. Like, think about it, man. Like, I started off in my room with one computer and one screen, no employees. I was like, man, I have to be the best at the best of what I do in this area. And I kept on going. And, like, dude, my first year, I did pretty well because I had connections. I had people that knew what I do. But then after that, dude, I just kept on. And then every single year since, we pretty much at least 3 times or 4 times. I'm pretty sure this time, we about to like 5 times the business this year. So it's just like,
Dude, just next week
Yeah,
we
there's
have
levels to it.
like
yeah. So it's, but like, it's only because it's a consistent grind, right? Like, you don't have no time. Like, realistically, like, when do you have time off? Like, is your schedule crazy? Like, right? Like, you're always either, I mean, look, you're over here at 7 o'clock on a Saturday filming a podcast. When do you have free time for it? You know what I mean?
It's technically never a day off because, I mean, it depends how you want to look at it. Like, some days, even if I'm, like, off, I'm, like, grinding Snapchat, posting stories and stuff. I get paid from that. So, I mean, it is work for me because you got to keep up with everything, right? It's so many little different things. Like, streams of income, it's like 10 to 15. So it's like a bunch of little different things you got to keep track of. All your sponsors, your main platforms. I got a separate podcast channel that, you know, I'm constantly traveling for. Got to push Snapchat. You got to make sure you're posting on all platforms to stay consistent because, I mean, consistency is key at the end of the day. So,
Are you on X yet?
no, it's the one platform I haven't dominated.
Or did you try?
Dominate is a bad word. I'm sorry. Made a presence on.
No, man. Dude, look. That's not a bad word.
No,
Don't
it's,
take credit away from yourself. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we was talking earlier, you are literally doing things that other people are not doing. First of all, South Louisiana, we do not have nobody who is making an impression. But what, LSU? Okay, yeah, a major college. Other than LSU, what do people know South Louisiana for? Swamp people? Okay, cool. No, dude, you are making a presence right now in the bodybuilding scene, and you are staying relevant in the bodybuilding scene with the content that you're creating. And I honestly admire that, bro. Like, you're doing your shit.
I appreciate that.
That's
I was gonna say staying here is huge.
Yeah.
We were like kind of shooting the shit a little bit earlier, and like you had mentioned that like your plan, correct me if I'm wrong, is still just to stay here for like as long as you can, pretty much.
Yeah, I always say unless my career or maybe something going on in my life that makes me want to, you know, move to a certain location, then I'm here, right? Because my family, my friends are here.
That's what's up.
That's so admirable because if I'm being honest, like I know a decent amount of people who have either like, you know, whatever, like we'll hear the stories of people like you were saying from like LSU or something or somebody who blew up, got a big following, move almost immediately.
Go to LA and go to Florida or whatever it is.
Florida, Georgia, LA, like
if there was one place I would move, it'd be Florida.
Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to stay south.
That's not a bad spot either. Like where? Like Orlando area or
It depends. I mean, a lot of people are like moving to Tampa and stuff right now.
Tampa?
I don't have a set location in Florida. It was just like I said. It would just whatever makes the most sense for where I'm at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to move to LA. I don't like it that much. Look, it's fun. It's fun to visit, and that's why I like being in Louisiana because I get to travel. Every time I go there, it's like, you know, I don't have to worry about the gas prices because, you know, while I'm in LA, I just got to Uber. Traffic's ass.
So bad, man.
So bad. Then you come back here and it's like one-way highways and it's like, this is nice.
Well, tell me this. Whenever you go like to LA and all, do people like recognize you and like, oh shit, that's BrodieShredz?
Yeah, I would say LA is like, it's a little dumbed down because there's so many
Influencers.
Yeah.
I would not even LA, like let's just say another place, right? Like another city that bodybuilding is bigger than what it is here. Cause like, I'll just be honest, like me and I met up with you downtown one time. Dude, it's not like people walking up to you 24/7 like, dude, what's up, Brody? Like not really that many people in this area know who you are just because of the fact of bodybuilding isn't big in this area, besides if they're in the comedy aspect of it, right?
Yeah, that's true. And half the people that meet me down here or like recognize me, they're like, what you doing here? I was like, oh, I live right there.
Right.
That's
Because nobody
crazy.
understands that
No.
too either.
Yeah, people. Well, if you really watch my content, I'm like very private as well.
Yeah.
So like people like out like Snapchat and stuff. Like I always say, I'm from South Louisiana. Like I don't hide it, but at the same time, I'm not boasting about it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah. So half the time, people don't. I would say it's like really dumbed down over here, because I don't get recognized often. But when I travel, like even when I get to the airport, like at the NOLA airport, it's like okay, I get recognized.
Right.
And then when I touch down,
That's wild.
like Miami, it's funny actually.
Jeez.
Funny little story. I was with in Chicago with a fellow ghost athlete, and we were talking. We were in Chipotle sitting on these stools, and the table's right next to like a glass screen, and the sidewalk's right there. And he was like, "So how often you get recognized?" I was like, "I don't know. It really depends where we're at." And as we're literally talking about it, a guy walks by, takes a double take, looks at me, starts knocking on the glass, and then comes inside and takes a picture with me. I was like, "Yeah." I mean, those moments like right there.
And that feels good, right?
Oh, 100% every time.
Every time.
Yeah. I mean, I could see where like A-list celebrities would get annoyed with it, like if you're constantly getting swarmed. Because like, I mean, some instances I had like that. Like if I go to an expo, so like something super gym niche, I can't even around. I can't walk around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be taking pictures, and that's what I'm there for. I'm there to meet everybody that I can,
Right.
because I mean, without them, the people that want to take pictures with me, want me to sign their stuff, I don't have a following.
What type of gym expos? Because like I'm just wondering, like, so I went. I don't know if you know that or not, but I went to the New York Pro this past year. I went with Jacob.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't even
yeah.
know that.
True.
Yeah, I went with Jacob. I went. I followed him around. I videoed. I did some video and stuff for him. So like, are you going to things like that, like bodybuilding competitions, or are you going to more things like, I don't know, like if Ghost promotes something or hosts something, or if another one of your brands that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So a little bit of everything. So I go to the Ornode, I go to the Olympia, because usually my sponsors are there. I'm going to be going to the Ornode in February. Young Galay's the main sponsor. So I'm going to be there.
Where that's gonna be at?
Ohio, Columbus, Ohio.
That's fire.
Yeah.
We might actually have to.
Yeah, we
I
might
went,
have to, me
We
and
might
you,
have
bro.
to make a trip out there real quick. When that is?
I went last year. I believe maybe February 25th through 28th. Those dates. So in the February, I know that.
I mean,
That's
before
not bad.
Mardi Gras.
Right before Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
We
that's
might
the
have
thing.
to talk
I don't
to
even
you.
want to.
I'm hoping I'm here for Mardi Gras. I can't miss that.
You want to
Oh,
be here
dude.
for Mardi Gras?
I do,
Why?
because it's
I know
fun.
the
it's so
shit,
easy. And
bro.
where are you gonna go though? Are you going Thibodaux? You gonna be in Thibodaux for Mardi Gras?
Come
'Cause-
stop by my
Why?
house. I'm on the
Uh,
road.
What's your opinion on it? Why you look like
So like my thing is we for the past few years. So I'm a big snowboarder. I go to Colorado. I've been to Breckenridge, and I hate that I even have to say that I've been to Breckenridge for the past 8 years.
really?
This year we just stopped. We put a lot of money into the studio, a lot of money into doing things. So I just kind of paused on the snowboarding trip for this year. I did have a trip that I wanted to go to Switzerland in, but the guys that we were planning with, they didn't have the funds for it and all. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not about to go to another country by myself, and
Right.
yeah, I didn't want to do all that. So my thing about it is I know how hectic it is over here in Mardi Gras. I've been in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. You neck to neck with people. You cannot move. It's just a miserable time if you have never, if you experienced it before.
Right.
Once you experience it so many times, it's like, all right, this is cool and all, but like, do I really want to get plastered 3 days in a row? Because that's what it is. It's parades
Yes.
and it's balls and it's
Excuse to get drunk.
an excuse to get drunk.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, like, I'm not trying to kill myself in alcohol. Like, just being
See,
honest, you know,
Yeah.
I want to be healthy. Like, at the end of the day, like, look, I'm not no bodybuilder or anything, but alcohol is the worst thing you can put in your body.
100%.
I don't even like. Yeah, we drinking right now. We having a good time.
Heroin's pretty up there.
Yeah. Right. Heroin, meth, crack. Your three
Yeah.
no-nos. Right.
Well,
Right?
here's the thing. Luke's never been, and so I want to vlog it.
Oh, Luke. Okay. So y'all definitely got to.
So I get to
y'all
be
definitely
there
got
for
to.
his first experience, and then I would love to get content out of it.
So y'all gonna have to come to. I don't know if y'all gonna go to New Orleans, and like try to do something out there. But if not, y'all need to come to Thibodaux, and I'm gonna tell you why. So
I was thinking Thibodaux.
yeah, my fiance and me, we actually ride in a few of the parades,
Mhm.
and we have like just the big balls or whatever, and we have like a big party scene or whatever. But you know how downtown Thibodaux is. It's a, dude, come on, man. I mean, you know what it is.
It's hectic.
It's hectic, dude. And then people don't realize this either. Houma and Thibodaux is like where Mardi Gras started, and people don't know that. I think they officially in the fact checkers or whatever.
Mobile.
Yeah, Alabama.
Yeah.
Dude, no. Boo.
Dude, I said that.
Dude,
I said
BS,
that.
bro.
I said that in one of our podcasts, and people are like, I don't know why they're saying it started in South Louisiana when it started in Mobile.
Dude,
I was like, I don't know about that.
why are you trying to take the culture? Like, why? Like, it's just like, have you ever been to a Mardi Gras parade in Mobile, Alabama?
Have you ever heard of one? I've never heard of it.
I'd never heard of a Mardi Gras parade in Mobile, Alabama.
My mom's from Mobile, and never heard of it. Never heard about that. She never told me
knew
that.
what Mardi Gras.
I feel like if they did it right, we would have visited at least once. We used to visit.
No,
every
that's
year.
what I'm saying. Because I got so many friends like at Alabama University and stuff like that, and they just they always got to come fly home.
Well, dude, like
Yeah,
whenever I went like skipped out on Mardi Gras, because I did skip out on Mardi Gras like the past 2 years just because, like I said, I'm over it. I went snowboarding. Dude, they celebrate Mardi Gras in Colorado because
Really?
all the people from Louisiana, they know like to get out of there for that time.
You see Mardi Gras beads and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, yes, all
Well,
over.
I remember that. We went one time in February, and they had them all over the trees going up the ski lift.
Did you go with Nichols?
No.
You just
I didn't go to Nichols.
No, but I'm saying like, well,
No.
that you don't have to
Yeah,
go to
ski
Nichols. I was just asking because like Nichols has that program or whatever where you can go with
the
them.
ski trip.
Yeah, ski trip.
Yeah, I remember that. My Holden used to go with them.
Yeah.
I never
That's who
went though.
tried dragging me along.
Yeah,
honestly,
I was out there when
yeah, they all go to Steamboat, man. It's a great party. It's a good time.
Steamboat
But
at that time. It was at Breckenridge, actually.
I
one
know.
at a time.
So, like on that topic, because that's crazy. Have you had any crazy like fan experiences? Because you talked about like meeting some.
Nah, I heard that.
But-
I did watch that podcast where you were talking about that like stalker.
That called me?
Huh?
That
Yeah.
called me?
Yeah.
That's
like,
one call.
Yeah. So I won't say that. But anyway, somebody called me just to touch up on it. Somebody called me and was like, Brody. And this was like when I was still answering my phone to random numbers. And I was like, what's up? He's like, I want you. And shit like that. Yeah, I was like, that's weird. Instant
Oh my
block.
Dude,
Instant block.
what the
That's wild.
That's wow. Like in a male voice?
Yeah, man, it was definitely a male.
Okay,
Oh,
because
dude.
that's kind of got to be like your main audience.
But like,
What,
how do you
gotta be
even get the
men?
number though? That's my question. So like, just out of curiosity,
Oh my gosh.
like put it on blast. I don't care. Obviously, you have two numbers now, right? Right? Okay, you're comfortable with saying you got two numbers?
Yeah.
All right, cool. First number you gave me, was it your business number or was it your personal?
Personal.
All right, the second one you called
Oh,
me on
preach.
tonight, you called me on your business?
You got my business now.
All right, so now I got your business number, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
So that's why you separated the numbers?
Yeah,
Dude.
much.
Oh my God.
pretty much.
That's
Dude,
so
no, that-
crazy.
Nah, we've all been there, right? Had some random guy call us in the middle of the night, start breathing down our phone.
I have not been
Yeah,
there.
no, for sure.
I have not been there. I don't
Well,
look like Brody. That's for sure.
it got
You know
a
what I mean?
little-
Like, no.
It got a little out of hand to where people were calling me. It was like, BrodieShredz. Or, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
not calling, texting me. And so, and they started off like, you know what? You know how to get somebody's attention?
Wait, how did it get your number?
I don't want to say because then people would know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah,
don't say.
because
Don't say. Yeah,
it's not hard to find.
don't say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But which is stupid.
Yeah.
Which is very stupid.
But people shouldn't even like, dude. Why if like at the
it's
end
just
of-
weird.
Yeah. Why? Like, if unless it's a business inquiry or like you're a homie and you're trying to come and chill, why are you just calling a random person like a fan that you?
Well,
like,
a lot of time I think they're younger and they don't know better.
Yeah.
yeah.
They don't respect like privacy, anything like that. I never had any crazy fan encounters. One that comes to my mind was when I wasn't even like super popular, and I used to work with Monster back in the day.
Really?
Bleep that. Nah, I'm just kidding. But so basically I was a model for them. I would go to events, kind of like expos, and this was early on where I didn't have like none of my big sponsors, anything like that. Yeah. And so it was good money for me at the time. You know, I wasn't raking in a bunch from social media. And I was staying in a nice hotel. I think it was a Venetian in Vegas. And
Oh, wow.
the night, it was the day that I went to the expo. When I got back, my room was clean. It was like, it's an honor to clean for you, BrodieShredz. So what are they called? The
Maids?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it had to be a guy. I feel like it couldn't be a girl. Yeah. Anyway,
Well,
maids.
yeah.
Just call them a maid.
Yeah, like the clening service for the
A cleaning,
hotel, right?
a cleaning guy.
Cleaning dude.
Cleaning dude.
A clean dude.
Housekeeping.
Yeah,
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 housekeeping.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. So and I got back and it was a note, a handwritten note, and it was like, "It's an honor to clean for you. I love your videos. Thank you for motivating me." It was like super sweet, but at the same time, how do you know I'm staying right here? Like,
Well,
did he see my name?
Yeah, well, they don't have that information at the hotel. Like,
I don't know, but I don't know if the
I feel like
housekeeping
that,
gets
I feel
that.
like that should be confidential.
Yeah,
I agree with you, man. Like that's.
Well, did you have like any of your luggage or anything around like that, like laid out, or?
And
that
so
you
then
might
I
you
have-
remember
snooping?
that would be weird, but I remember,
Dude, no, that's dude.
I
That's
remember
real
doing
weird.
on Snapchat for sure. I did a room tour, but I don't think I got the room number or anything in it. So I was like super confused. I was like,
So he was just hoping he had your room.
I don't know.
No, that ain't hoping.
He left that. He left
ain't hoping.
100 notes that day and was just hoping it was BrodieShredz.
that ain't
Anyway,
hoping.
nothing was stolen. So at the end of the day,
Oh
I'm
my
flattered.
gosh.
I like shout out to that guy. But other than that, man, it's nothing really crazy. I'll be honest. Like,
No, that's good, dude.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's pretty chill. I feel like it's a kind of like a common thing with inside of the workout community, gym community, that like it's like kind of shy. I don't know. Like a lot of my friends and stuff who work out consistently and stuff will be pretty shy. So like
Oh,
I don't know.
well, let him throw his take on it because I want to hear his take. But I'm gonna tell you my experiences being around like bodybuilders like you, and then bodybuilders at these shows.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's two different ways to look at it. Some people may have an ego to where they feel like they don't need to talk to you. So that's one thing. But at the end of the day, I make a lot of jokes about it. Is that some people just don't know how to start conversation or approach people because when you talk to them, like you might hate that guy's face for 6 months in the gym because you're like, this guy's a piece of shit just because he glances at you every once in a while.
Dude,
Yeah.
stop
Yeah,
right now.
because-
You don't know how many times I have done that, and then the guy talks to me or says something, and I'm like, oh,
He's cool as
shit,
fuck.
dude, you cool as fuck. Why? I don't know why I hated you, dude.
Right. And that's the thing is like you don't know them, but they're also thinking the same thing. That's how guys operate, right? Like
Yeah.
you think we both think we're gym enemies right now.
Like
But-
sizing each other
yeah,
up
but
and shit.
you
Like,
finally give them a
gosh.
talk, whatever it may be, whether they need a spot or whatever it may be, and it's like that guy's really cool.
it's every time too.
Yeah, then you start dapping them up
dude,
and shit at the gym.
Listen,
Become best friends in a week.
Dude, I swear,
Mm.
I swear on everything. There has never been a time like you have saying right now where that situation has happened to me. Probably like 3 or 4 times in my life. Every single time, exact same situation. We end up
Right.
being cool as hell, dap each other up, and I'm just like, dude, I don't even know why I hated you. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, but I know why I hated you because you were looking at me funny, but I was looking at you funny too, probably. So
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, I get it.
Right.
get
I
it.
mean, back then I was guilty of it. Now I try to like dap up everybody. So my thing is, I
Oh
give the,
yeah, you gotta be.
yeah. My thing is, I give the best daps. So I love dapping up everybody
yeah.
and get to know like the younger kids as well.
So like you go into the gym at Lifted and you pretty much like walk in and then like, cause like I've been in the gym filming and stuff. Whenever you walk in, you pretty much everybody pretty much, what's up, Brody? Hey, what's up? How
Yeah,
you doing?
I would say by this point everybody knows what I do. Not that like I'm like best friends with everybody, but I would say like I know of everybody.
Yeah, and like they
Yeah.
pretty much kind of like kind of stay out your way too at the same time.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like they'll come talk to me, but like if we're filming, usually like they understand, not to stay out of the way because I always angle it. I'm in everybody's way,
Right.
right? Because they're working out, I'm filming,
Yeah.
right? It's a big difference, and that's why we have a 24-hour gym. We try to go at like 10 p.m. Just to get out of everybody's way, and even if there's still people in the gym, that's why people are like, "Does Brodie own the gym?" And I always tell them, "Yeah," because it sounds cool and it's funny. But
Fuck Ryan, huh?
yeah, right.
Well, I mean,
I
it's,
basically own the
Hey,
gym.
hey, look, just shout out to Ryan. Just saying, Ryan does have one of the best gyms around here as far as what he's
dude.
trying to do. It is a good gym. Y'all see it on all the Brody shit. Like, I got to give him props. I personally don't work out at that gym. I work out at the wellness center only because I meet buku clients there.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much money I made from meeting somebody in the gym that owns a business, owns a company, whatever. But then that's why like Lifted is more your other style, like kind of like your filmers, your
Yeah.
bodybuilders.
let me
right?
walk in. Let me actually.
Yeah, I mean, no, really, shout out Lifted. Ryan's got a good thing going, and in fact, I think this year he put a cap on the memberships because like,
No, I heard that. I heard he had a
Oh, wow.
membership, and somebody was asking if there was like, I was like, dude, I was like, look, I got Brodie's number. I can talk to Brodie, and maybe possibly he can help me out with getting you in if you needed to. But I was like, I don't really even want to call and ask that favor because I was like, he was trying to get in on there, and I was like, I don't know how that goes down where we're on and all. Like, I don't know, because like there's a wait list now. No, like there's a wait list.
Really?
Yeah, no. There, from what I know, there's a wait list.
Damn.
I could have the wrong information.
You know, to have a wait list, that probably means business is good. That's what I assume.
Yeah.
But I mean, he allows me to do what I do.
Correct.
And so,
Correct.
yeah, I mean, I it's a great community at the end of the day. So like, I can go to any time for free. Like different gyms. Like there's plenty of options. I think there's like, I don't know, maybe like 5 different options around the area. But then if you count Homa, then it's, you know, it expands greatly.
Yeah.
So Lifted's always been the best just because of the community atmosphere. Like I said, I know everybody. And I don't have to worry about if this guy's going to get pissed that, you know, I'm filming or being a douchebag in the gym.
All right.
Obviously, I'm playing a character, but, you know, I'm being obnoxious a little bit because I'm trying to film.
But being real, like, yeah, we know you're playing a character, but you low key like that character, right? Like, come on,
I play it well.
you play it well.
No, but I will add.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, hey, all I'm saying is, you know, you like to.
Well, I can flip it on like that. That's the thing, because like, so people may think I'm a douchebag from the videos, but if they understand anything, they understand that like I'm playing into it. But at the same time, when I'm messing with my bros, like, so the people I hang around with all know how to take a joke and know how to throw it back.
Right.
And so my friendship's just like straight banter, and I love that. Like, if you can't mess with the homies, then, you know.
Can you met? I mean, what joy is life?
Right. Exactly. So like that attitude that I use in the character, it comes from like messing with my friends a lot, and so we just bring that to the skits. And honestly, like, most of the time, like sometimes, don't get me wrong, it feels like work, but most of the time it's just us like bullshitting in the gym and having fun.
Oh yeah.
And like you can't complain at all when like that's technically your job.
Well, it's crazy too, and I don't mean to bring back. It just popped up in my head, but like I actually met up with Thomas, and he was like talking, and he was like, "Dude, Brodie's one of my like good friends. He actually tried FaceTiming you that night, but you didn't answer." He was like, "Oh, this dude ain't even gonna answer."
Oh,
right
the
now.
ego.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I love when Luke texted me the other day. He was like, "Hey, I'm out right now. Somebody wants to FaceTime you." I said, "Okay." And then he called, decline. Decline. I was like, "Are you embarrassed or what?" And then I was like, "No, for real, I'm gonna answer." And then he called again, and then I answered. I was like, "Who are you?" And so I acted like I didn't know him. Yeah, no, just to fuck with him. Yeah.
Oh my god.
With Thomas, I think he told me about that. I think I just missed it. Whatever I was doing.
No, but
that's fine.
yeah, I was gonna say the comment that you made earlier about like going to the gym at like 10 o'clock, because you specifically said that like you're there to make content. You're not there to do the normal like lifting weights or anything.
Right.
Whenever you are making your content,
Hey, can I get a refill, please?
that's like so considerate, if I'm being honest, because like that is. Like, just think about that. Like, so many people you'll see and stuff will go in public. They'll just stick a camera in somebody's face. I feel like it was like a thing for a while. People would like go and head to like a Walmart or somewhere, like go do like a prank or something, or like some type of skit out in public.
I hate that
And
shit,
just-
bro.
It gives cameras like a bad rap altogether. And like, that's our whole livelihood. Like, all 3 of us are constantly around a camera.
Look, how do you feel? Like, just being honest, like, how do you feel just about those kind of content creators? Like, I'm talking about people like, I'm gonna do 2 different groups right now.
We ain't got to
I'm
call
asking-
nobody
No,
out,
no,
but
wait,
like,
no,
we
no.
get what you're saying.
I'm not gonna call them specific names. The content creators, I'm gonna say like the ones that's going into like Lowe's and throwing fucking pillows on people and balls and stuff, and having a girl with a big ass, and you know, right? You know which ones I'm talking about.
Yeah,
and
no,
stuff. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. I would never do it.
I don't want, dude. It pisses me off whenever I even see that stuff on my page. Like, why is it even popping up on my stuff right now?
Yeah, I always say like I respect it if you're getting views and you're doing your thing, but when it comes to that, you're messing with other people's normal day.
You messing with other people's normal day, and then you also like you putting these images in these kids' brains that's watching this, and then like, oh, that's these kids are young, dude. Their brains are being developed. Oh, this is what's cool. This is what, you know what I mean?
That's another thing. Like young impressionable people will look at that and be like, "That's funny. Like we should go do it." And like, I don't know, maybe they replicate it, and then they don't understand that half the time these big people are faking it. They got somebody they know, or they got an actor to play the guy on the other side who they're messing with. Like a lot of pranks back then was so fake. You could go back and look at it now. Back then, YouTube's changed so much, but like the YouTube pranks back then, you could clearly tell it's a lot of it's a setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never really. It's like I half respect it because like I see you're doing your thing, but at the same time, don't mess with. You could do it by not messing with other people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
cause
man.
you never know what kind of day they're doing, and like
Yeah.
if they want to fight you, don't get me wrong, that's gonna get you hella views. That's probably what they're looking for. But at the same time,
Just like enticing people.
you're ruining it. Yeah, exactly. You're ruining that person's day.
So then, tell me this: like, now that let's switch gears from that type of creator, and then now let's switch gears to the creators that's sitting down at these streams and just having people, hey, chat, what's up, chat? Look, dude, personal opinion, I have never watched one of these videos of these streamer, these vloggers that is sitting at a computer and playing these games and all. I get what they're doing. I see their videos on Twitter X. I see their videos on the Reels and on Facebook and stuff. I just personally, look, I was born in 1996.
You're just old. I'm letting you know right now you old.
I guess I'm old, I guess, but
Bronx, man.
dude, I just don't understand what is the entertainment in that and watching. Dude, why aren't y'all playing that video game? Why aren't y'all doing y'all thing? And I get it, like, yeah, they're probably entertaining. They have these big artists that come on, they do some funny stuff and all, but then at the end of the day, dude, some of these people, they doing reckless stuff. They doing stuff that doesn't need to be getting done. Like, it's unrealistic stuff. One guy, I'm not even gonna call him out, I'm not gonna say his name. I don't want him to ever come at me, because I honestly do like his content. I think he has great views on life. I think he does cool stuff. But like, why the fuck you letting fireworks off in your apartment?
I mean, if you got the security deposit and you got the money to blow, I mean,
Come on, man. For some views, and to risk your life and to risk burning down a building.
But it's clip forming, 100% clip
Yeah.
forming. That's the thing that they'll try to clip form for anything. And I mean, I get it because the only reason I see these streamers is basically because of clips.
Yeah, me too. That's the only reason I see these streamers.
Right. I never sat through, just like you, I never sat through a stream.
So
ever.
I never even logged in. I don't even have a Kick. I don't have a Kick. I don't have a Twitch. I don't have none of that because I think we're about to get one just because we're about to start putting our own content on there, but our own real content, business content, entrepreneurship type stuff. Like I don't know, man. I want to set a better example for these creators and these people that are watching these things, and I want people to learn things, and I don't want them to just see a bunch of dumb stuff going on just for the screen and just for views.
Yeah.
Like, learn something, man. Like, at the end of the day, y'all could be doing more than what y'all doing besides sitting at a computer and watching somebody else follow their dreams.
so you're more mad at the people that are watching,
Yeah.
giving them the views,
Getting them
their
the
time
views and giving them the attention. Dude, why are y'all not giving more views and more attention to this guy right here? You know what I'm saying? No,
Right.
just being real. No, like, dude, I know it goes into it. Y'all have to sit there. You take videos, you go back, you edit your videos. You gotta make sure everything is right. You have to match up your audio. I know everything that goes into it. Dude, it's a process. And I get you probably got it down to where it's probably faster and you automated it, right? But like at the end of the day, dude, you perfected that skill and you worked at that and it took you a little bit of time to get there. It's not just you going out and clip forming, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I guess that's just some people's like preference. It depends like what streamers specifically, because like maybe some people just love that game, and maybe they're dog shit at the game, and they just rather see somebody be good at it. So I get that aspect, but like for me, I couldn't spend. It's like live is too low. Like I'd rather see the highlights of the clips. You know what I mean?
Right,
because
right,
if I'm not gonna sit there through a 4-hour stream. If the people
Yeah.
that do that, I think it's insane.
Do you think they have a better work ethic than or
Doubt it.
Oh,
I
dude,
doubt
that's a huge debate nowadays. Actually, is like Twitch
Oh
and
wait,
like streaming
sorry.
and stuff.
Are you talking about viewers or the streamers?
no, the streamers like
It's a job.
dude?
no, it's definitely a job. Don't get me wrong. Like, look, our main job. So, just a little bit about me. I own a marketing company. I own a full videography and photography company, and I own now this podcast production and the studio with another one of my partners, Austin. He's actually in the studio right now. He's the one that's catching all these clips for us. Austin Aber, he owns Patriot Crane Rental. Shout out to him. He's the one that made all of this possible, if we're being honest. So we appreciate that man a lot. If y'all, shout out Austin for real. And
Going
if y'all
crazy
need
in
a
the booth.
crane, y'all make sure y'all holla at Austin and holla at Patriot Crane Rentals because he is the guy that will do it right for y'all. But besides the point, I lost my track because I wanted to shout out Austin. I'm sorry.
You were talking about the streamers and stuff like that, and you were talking about like our job versus like what they do on a daily.
So we are out here in the trenches, man. We are out here filming these people. No,
I wouldn't say the trenches, bro.
No, dude, we're in the trenches. I don't care what
we were at a Weenie Spaghetti Festival earlier today.
Weenie Spaghetti Fest. But what I'm saying, man, we're in the trenches as in we're going to these job sites. We're going to get these contents for these clients. We're going and we're videoing. We're taking photography. We're doing the whole 9 yards, right? So just the amount of work that we put into some of these, it's honestly disappointing sometimes because it's just like, dude, I know what it takes to put in for your craft. I know what it takes to put in for my craft. So it's just like whenever some of these videos don't do the views that we know that they should do, it's a disappointing feeling.
Yeah, it's very discouraging. I'll be honest.
And I'm gonna tell you why it's discouraging because I done followed the TikTok crap and I followed the algorithms. I got 370,000 views on a video. I got that. I can follow the algorithms. I don't want to follow algorithms. I want to go against the grain, man. That's
100%.
And that's what you're doing, and that's why I like you. That's why I like what you're doing because you're going against the grain.
Yeah, I think this. I mean, it is discouraging because like even for me, I have like multiple backup channels, and I'll sit there. Like the other day, man, I took a picture of myself and I just put text on the screen. It was a funny text. The caption was, "Don't invite me over if you have a peeling leather couch, because I'll peel it some more when you're not looking." That's all it was.
No way, that's so real.
That's all it was.
So real.
It is.
So real.
It took me 30 seconds to make, and I posted it, 1 million likes. Why? I gotta sit there.
I love that.
I gotta sit there and come up with a whole
Dude,
concept.
see, that's just my generation, man. Like, we grew up and our mamas were watching, like, Jersey Shore.
Wait. How old are you?
I'm 23.
You see,
I'm 01.
Man, you're 26.
Yeah. Wait, he's 2000, baby.
Yeah, that's like 2000, baby.
Yeah.
But you're technically Gen Z, right?
Yeah, 98.
Yeah, but
98.
I would still probably consider you like a Gen Z / millennial, just because.
A little bit both.
Yeah, like you grew up in that era where we didn't have phones yet, but like we grew up into the internet, right?
I think it's perfect timing. Yeah, I got to experience both.
Exactly.
But yeah, something like that. It's like, okay, well, my regular videos, you know, it's hours of process, right? You got to come up with the idea. You got to write the script. You got to like coordinate with the boys to be there at the same time. You got to film it. You got to go home, edit it. You got to do like the behind the scenes, or like the After Effects, like subtitles, any like
Right.
any sound effects, any shit like that.
Animations, whatever. Yeah, if y'all do put animation, I don't know if y'all.
Not really.
I watch y'all content like a good bit, but like I don't watch full on videos and dissect it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, you got to do all that, and then you post it, and hopefully it does well. When I could just take 30 seconds to make a video and get some million likes, and it's like, what the fuck?
So what should you be doing? That like where should you be focusing your attention?
That's why you should do it all. That's why I got backup accounts.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So you're like allowing yourself to make the trending stuff to stay relevant, but then you make what you love.
Yep, exactly. So I mean, my main account on TikTok is, I think I'm at 2.1 mil.
So let's after you finish saying what you're going to say, let's jump to that topic.
Right. And then my backup, I made a backup a while back, and I was like, you know, I felt like people were watching me for these skits because the skits were popping off. It's like, I want to keep this consistent. I want them to know like this channel, what they're gonna get from it. I was like, my backup is the second account now. I got 1 million followers on my second account, and so that's where I do my
like BrodieShredz, and then what that one is.
It's my main's BrodieShredz. My second account is BrodieShredz with an extra Z. Yeah.
BrodieShredz.
BrodieShredz. Yeah. Emphasize the, but yeah. So that one I was like, I could do more stuff, like any silly videos I want to make, any posing, just if I want to talk to the camera and whatnot. And then I was like, I want to have an account where, and then after a while, I started getting enough followers on there to where I started giving a shit about what I'm posting again. And that's what I try to like block out of my brain. But like me, I understand views, what works. And like, I just, you know, you want your profile to look pretty. Right. And that's something I hate. And that's something that I just can't help, is that I like seeing every video with close to 1 million views. And so after a while, I'm like, I don't know if I want to post this video because it's not gonna get the views I want. And so I was like, let me make another account. And then
you did that, and it went.
It started popping off, and then I'm at the.
Let's go. Yeah. Wanna cop a half a rig and come get rich with us. Money come in different ways, this shit ridiculous. Drive the pin, bro, call the body.
So, last topic, before we took like a little bathroom break. TikTok. What's happening with it? What's going on with it? What's about to happen? How is this about to affect you? I know you got millions of followers on it. What's going on? What do you even know about it? Do they tell you anything about it?
Nah, I don't have no insider, knowledge or anything. But like what I've been hearing and reading is that like it's not like just gonna pop. It's not gonna be deleted from your phone. It's that like no updates are gonna be happening, no bug fixes, anything like that. It's still gonna be operating for a little bit, but it's slowly gonna like deteriorate.
Do you think that any other companies, like, because I remember, so like I'm big into like X and Twitter, right? So I'll watch like Unusual Whales. I watch a bunch of these big accounts that post about the stock market, that post about different things that's going on in the economy. Do you think that I believe it was, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, right? Don't quote me on this audience, but I believe it was Rumble that approached ByteDance, the company, right? ByteDance, that's TikTok. Rumble approached them and said, the last time it was going to happen, hey, we'll host a service for y'all in the U.S. and basically like go through them. But like, I don't know how none of that works, honestly. I don't know if they're going to be able to do something like that. I really don't. I don't know nothing about it.
I'm not gonna believe it until it
Something
happens because it's been going on for over 2 years.
But then even Mr. Wonderful, he's like talking about it, trying to buy it off of Shark Tank.
Damn. Well, here's the thing. That's our biggest freedom of speech piece of media.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, honestly, dude, at the end of the day, you know what, China? Take my fucking information. What are you going to do with it? At the end of the day, what are you going to do with my information? Like, okay.
The U.S. got our information.
Huh?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Every Meta, the biggest competitor that's trying to shut it down right now is what the talks are right now. And like, it's not officially shutting down on the 19th. That's whenever they have to vote upon it.
But dude, it's just
everyone has our metadata.
Everybody has our data, and then it's just like, what are they gonna do with the data? Oh, you know my shopping habits? Okay, cool.
Cookies.
Show me more ads that I want to see.
Any website you go on, they take your cookies, and then you're gonna see it popping up more and more. And then
I love cookies, bro. I don't work out. I love cookies.
And then, and I get it. Like, look, don't get me wrong. I'm on TikTok. No matter what you do, you can look at all the look, we look at camera content. We look at all this other content. I will not disagree that they have an algorithm in the United States that TikTok pushes to push the OnlyFans girls and the fucking whatever it is. Like, I don't like that because I know that's one of those things like I was telling you about with the other streamers and all getting in these little kids' minds. Like, dude, they don't need to see a girl shaking her ass every 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like that's
been popping up on you for you?
Huh? No, it don't pop up on it. No.
I think that's your algorithm, Nick.
For you.
Huh? But no.
He built that brick by brick.
Because
Yeah,
right?
no. No matter what, like you can do whatever you can. Like I'll try to get that out of my For You and shit. But no matter what, you're still gonna have them pop up. Like it don't matter.
No, like you can do the not interested however much you want, but it'll still be in every form of content.
I was about to say TikTok's algorithm, I think, is definitely the most advanced because, like, when I start liking stuff, then immediately that's what I'm getting hit with. You know, somebody was trying to play it earlier. Tweaker by Angela Ball. I was like, this is a banger.
Yes,
I liked one. I sent one video.
Oh, dude, that song's massive right now.
I see, massive.
So
Low
and then like you know how it got massive, right? And like not a lot of people are gonna understand this, and I hope people see this podcast because I want more people to be on game. But like, dude, if y'all don't think that was set up to be like that, you think that Angela Ball didn't know that was about to happen? And that, like, you think that he didn't tell Neon, hey, Neon asked me about my song in the car. Like, dude, that was 100% a clip for him. And
I mean, it's like what you got coming up.
Yeah, well,
You did the same thing with Brody before this.
Yeah, it was 100% clip forming, but at the same time, he went on that stream. That's what I heard. He went on that stream to promote his music.
That's what. Okay. So he went on it basically.
Hey,
it happened.
That was known.
It happened way better than he expected because it did have that 2000s Louisiana like music.
Dude,
like Boosie got to be a feature.
Oh,
dude, it's a banger. Like, we literally have played that song in the studio, like, for the past 3 days straight, like, just to pump us up before.
Yeah.
We have rappers coming in here, and
they toss that on, too.
They toss that on literally every time, and just because it's just like, dude, it sounds like somebody from Louisiana.
Yeah.
It does,
He's
man.
not from Louisiana though.
Mm-mm.
Are
Yeah, they from like Cali. All the Ball brothers.
Hills?
Yeah,
I think they're from the hills.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know.
to not get too far off track, to answer your question, I think I have a total of like over 3 million for sure on TikTok. So it would be a hit to my total followers for sure. Income wise, not a massive hit. TikTok, when they rolled out the like over a minute long videos, you know, I was making bank where all the people that were posting over a minute was like RPM was so high, and then I bet when they had to start paying out more and more, RPMs went way down. So like income wise, it's not gonna be crazy, but like to lose 3 million followers like that, it's pretty insane when you think about it.
I mean, did you get on like Threads or anything like with Meta's other stuff? Like, are you on that?
Threads? Hell no.
Yet? Me neither. That's what I'm saying. Me neither. Like, I'm not.
Dude, I literally deleted it this week.
You know what? Wait.
I'm not even gonna get on it. Like,
Hold on, let me check my following on there because it's funny. I do not post at all, but I think I have a following on there.
Oh, so you actually got it though? Like,
I do have it.
Dude.
I got 157K.
Oh my
Passive
God.
income.
But it's just
Passive
like,
income.
or do you even post on it?
Mm-mm. I started to a little bit because I was like, I'm not on X. Let me try Threads, and it's just like people come from Instagram. So like if you join Threads, it gets hooked to your Instagram bio, and then people just follow me. So it like makes sense why I have a following.
Why are you not on X yet?
That's a great question. That's just because I had everything else. No good excuse. I'll be honest. I need to start. I made a fresh account too because I was like I'm gonna start pushing it. I started posting, but then it's like almost discouraging a little bit because everything else like my videos pop off pretty fast and like I'm looking at 1 to 2 likes.
All right, look, check it out, bro. I've been following Nelk Boys, right? You know Nelk Boys.
Of course.
All right, so I've been following Nelk Boys from the beginning. Like I was watching Kyle whenever they did. I was watching Steve whenever he did the first liquor bottle that he downed. I was watching Kyle whenever they went and did the dog prank challenge or whatever.
Now to Nick Naircia, Road to a Millie just finished.
Dude, I was
Shout out.
literally whenever they were riding around in cars trying to sleep at people's places in order to make it and shit. Dude,
dope.
I fuck with that grind, dude. And like
Love
honestly,
it.
Nelk Boys inspire me a lot. And like they just did things differently and they actually on that shit. Like they on that shit hard.
Oh, dude, they could be chilling right now if they want. Happy Dad. I mean,
Oh,
Full
they
Sin merch was
are.
always going nuts.
Most
they're
of them
definitely
have, like,
chilling.
retired and everything. They got houses in like Costa Rica.
But I'm sorry, my bad. But
You good?
where I was going with that, so Steve will do it, right? That's my favorite out of the Nelk Boys. Dude, I fuck with Steve. Everything, dude. I built. Steve inspired me to do so much. I built an in-house sauna. I have a ice bath now. I put some serious money into building my own personal place at my house. So I go into my sauna, sweat for 10 minutes in the dry, and then I go into my steam, do my steam room routine, and then I go into the ice bath. But like one of the main reasons was because Steve was posting all these videos and all, but then what I noticed was he got on Facebook and then like just recently, and then he got on X just recently. Well, guess what? Dude, I'm like one of like I go and I comment on his stuff because I want to try to see them notice me or something.
Because he's early on.
Yeah, and it's early on. And I comment and like there's only like maybe like 16 comments on Steve Will Do It. This dude has millions of followers all over the place. So like all I'm saying is you can't be discouraged at stuff like that because these dudes even that's doing it at bigger levels and higher levels. Not even saying that they're higher levels than you because obviously you're at a very high level, but they're the same shit's going on with them too. So it's just like,
Oh no, I totally get started fresh. I mean, I've done it multiple times. I've done it on every single platform, and this is just me making a dumb excuse saying it was discouraging, which it is discouraging. I'm not lying about it.
no.
But at the same time, I know that I can have a platform on X. I just need to do it. Like right now, it's not like every time I post, it's going on YouTube, it's going on Instagram, it's going on TikTok, it's going on Facebook.
well, dude, just let me be real with you. X, think about it, dude. That's a lot of older people. Guess what? Those older people watch The Office.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That'd be
100%.
another like Facebook platform almost, is what you saying?
No, like X. Like I'm talking about like X as in like it's just there's older people on it that actually watched The Office whenever The Office was big. The Office came out in like what 2002 or 2001.
Very
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say same year I was born.
But
01.
If I can build a platform on Facebook, then they're gonna do well on X. I know that. It's just like
Correct.
I need to be posted. And here's the thing now.
Are you on
I put-
Facebook?
Yeah, yeah.
You got a good.
I don't have a crazy following. It's like 100K.
Okay.
Yeah, but it still brings in a little bit of revenue.
Yeah.
But with X, I now have 200, 300 videos I could post. I could post every day for the rest of the year, guaranteed. And so I just need to do it.
Well, actually, and that's what I've been seeing them guys do too. They'll post old videos from like 2 or 3 years ago, and they're like, it's just starting to pop off on Facebook or whatever because none of those people seen that because none of those people have X.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
it's
just
like Instagram Reels, how it lags behind like about like a month or so.
Correct. Which isn't bad. Like, and I think that's one thing that we struggle with a little bit as a company is we don't film bulk amounts of content at one time. We like to get fresh. We like to go get new jobs. We go on site. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't feel like we ever have that stagnant content to post a lot. But I feel like if we actually did that for like 1 month, that would actually be like a kind of like a money move.
Yeah, 100%. It was like starting fresh on a new like platform. 100%, you should post like all the content you have. Like me personally, I never repost on Instagram or anything.
But like I'll tell you now, like all my TikTok and like things. So like, just not even trying to toot my own horn or anything. Y'all can go follow our things if y'all see this video. But we do some of the coolest content, I feel like, in the South Louisiana area as far as video production wise and things in that area.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody else really doing anything like that, but I don't know, man.
Hell no. Before this, do you know if there's another like studio like this anywhere else?
So I'll tell you now, I'm not gonna shout out no names. I don't want no beef with nobody in this area, no nothing. But we already had probably 4 to 5 rappers and singers come out from this area that's been in the studio for the past like 3 or 4 nights, and we've been out here since till about 2:30 in the morning, almost every night on it. Every single one of them said that just between our music production and our mixer and mastering and just our studio vibe, nobody touches this within a 100-mile radius. Like the next studio that these guys were trying to book was all the way. I think one of them said was in Mississippi and the other ones was Atlanta,
they were saying like
Georgia.
around like a Biloxi somewhere. Like
Yeah,
that.
no, I never heard. It's crazy how close it is now, like to where I'm at. But like before then, I couldn't think of anywhere. Maybe New Orleans.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's like the closest place.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And the whole thing with that is that's like mainstream production stuff. Like that's like commercials, movies, high-end weddings.
Well, dude, so like this is, and honestly, like I don't even care now. I'm gonna call out this company. This is some of our competition. I don't even consider them competition. There's a marketing company out in New Orleans. I ain't gonna say their name. I ain't gonna be like that. I ain't gonna be petty. We do things 10 times better than them. They don't even capture content for their clients. Like they don't even.
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
They just
is
rent
like,
out the spot.
Yeah, they rent out the spot
Yes.
and they do the back end marketing and all.
They do
and then,
management.
Yeah, but then they're saying that they're doing this search engine optimization for these people. They're saying that they're doing all this marketing things behind the scenes and all. But are you really doing it? Why, whenever I go on Google and I search this, why is your name not coming up first? You know, that's what these people are paying for. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know, just don't offer services that you really can't provide. And then also, it's just all these marketing companies, I feel like they have such a bad name, and that's what I'm trying to get in this area is we are more than a marketing company, and we are not like other marketing companies. You call my phone, dude, I'm calling you back, and if I don't answer because I'm on the line with somebody else, I'm calling you back in the next 10 to 20 minutes, no matter who you are.
It's true. I called you with my number you didn't know. You said Nick Sanchez.
These people. Like, look, we get our good clients like Patriot Crane Rentals, for example. Look, I have clients out there that they don't pay me nearly the amount of money that Patriot Crane Rentals pays me, or LA On Site Diesel pays me, or some of these other big companies. And, dude, there has never been one time that the owner of Patriot Austin, who's working the studio booth right now, never one time has he ever said, dude, that video looks like shit. Dude, you got to redo something. Dude, no. Dude, literally, he gave me full control of the situation, and we took his company. I'm not going to say it was just us. It wasn't just us, dude. This dude hustles his ass off. He's in sales meetings. He's selling. He's doing what he needs to do. He grinds. He hustles. But even he tells me, just in the past year since we've been with him, his company has grew exponentially. They started off with, how many cranes you had, Austin?
We started out with, we got 8 now, but we've added a couple.
how many y'all added in the past year since we've been with you guys?
I would say 2.
So they added 2 more cranes, and then they're about to add 2 more, right? So 4 cranes since and look, dude, these cranes ain't cheap cranes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's expensive equipment.
Dude, this dude's paying like freaking hundreds of thousands of dollars in insurance a year just to keep these things afloat. You know, so it's just like the level that you see these different operations running to is honestly kind of crazy.
Yeah. When it comes to delegated, because I feel like at some point you always got to delegate, like how you were trying to do everything. I still kind of do that, but like for the podcast, it's relieving because I don't have to touch anything. Well, I upload everything and stuff like that. But
do you and Luke like split the work or not, or do y'all have somebody that y'all kind of hired out? I mean, do y'all
we have a full-time editor.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
And then like me, I would say me and Luke's 50-50, and he also has his girlfriend helping, who's a major help.
What she does, like some marketing and stuff. Or?
She works for. I don't want to say her business.
Oh,
but
yeah.
She works in marketing, and she's very good at what she does.
Correct.
And if we need somebody to like talk on the phone, she's the one. And my God, she scares the shit out of me.
Hey, look, that's literally that guy right there for me. Because like, look, I want to hear what you want to say, but like, I'm the guy that's gonna be like on the phone, like, look, if something don't make me happy or if something ain't working and it don't make sense to me and it ain't making money, I'm gonna tell you, look, we ain't doing it. F you, get out of here. We moving on to the next thing.
Yeah.
You know. So that's my vibe on it. But then whenever I need to have that softer touch and like, hey man, like what's going on? Yada, you know, we call it.
Yeah, you never.
So I think we're a little bit of the opposite. Me and Luke are both very go with the flow, right? And then his girlfriend, no, she's gonna bitch you out. And she's gonna make you feel bad about yourself because you know what's funny? You know Greg Doucette. Greg Doucette.
Sounds familiar, yeah.
He's a popular coach. He lives in Canada.
Okay.
It's irrelevant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we were going to visit him in Canada, and our flights got canceled, all of them. And so they redirected us from Jersey to Boston for a layover to get to Canada. And then we got to Boston, and they canceled the flight to Canada. So we were stuck in Boston for over 24 hours. And she was talking on the phone. Because me and Luke, we probably wouldn't have figured out shit. We'd have just been like, okay, we're getting in a hotel. They're going to rebook us, whatever. She got everything paid for. Everything paid for
by
on the house.
By the people?
Yeah, and then she was on the phone. She had it on speaker because like we had to answer some questions about our information, and I had to walk away. The way she talks to people, she gets what she wants. That's what I'm getting at.
No, that's what you need to have though. Like at the end of the day,
100%.
like and like even though like y'all go with the flow, no, that's good that y'all have somebody like that because, dude, at the end of the day, you need somebody that's not scared to actually call the shot and be like, no, that's a bad fucking deal. Let's not take that. You know what I mean? Or hey, what's going on? Like my guys are stranded in airports right now and y'all not communicating with them and all. What's going on? Y'all pay for this. Y'all, you know what I mean? That's what's up.
Right.
That's what's up.
That's on the podcast side. With my personal content, I don't know if I'll ever get someone to edit for me. I think I kind of enjoy it, and I like having it the way exactly I want it.
You do it.
Yeah.
So it's especially when it comes to my shorts, nobody's ever gonna touch my shorts. Now when it comes to more YouTube, I'm editing my own YouTube videos right now, and it's very raw. That's how I like it. That's the videos I grew up on, and that's
literally the office style, and that's what's getting you views.
Yeah. So like even with my YouTube, so like the bulk versus bed series that we have going on right now, there's no fancy edits at all. I mean, when I throw up text on the screen, it's just white text at the bottom left of the screen.
Right.
I don't give a shit. If people don't like it, if you want something highly edited, go watch MrBeast. Good for you.
Why is MrBeast pushing Prime with Logan Paul and what's his name? KSI that made this shitty ass fucking music video and it was shit and everybody knows that it was shit. Everybody thinks it's shit.
My
Don't
gosh.
ever think it's not shit because it's always gonna be shit. Come at me, KSI. I don't care. You
Okay,
beat my ass
so
in
you
the
talking
boxing
about the
ring.
one that was memed about. But
No,
he came
yeah.
out with a one more
No,
recently that was decent.
He did have another one that was decent that he came out
It
with.
came out
another
a couple
song.
weeks ago and it was a meme, but
yeah,
less
the one that
of.
the one that Nick Merckx made a video and all about, dude. That was the most
That was
horrible.
I know the one you talk about. Thick of it.
Yes, think of it by
Cringy,
KSI.
dude. You should have. I'm sorry, dude. Look, do what you good at. You're not good at making music videos. The music video that you made, the edits were all right, but it was childish. Oh, you sitting on the throne? Oh, I'm the king on the throne. Come on, dude. Come on, bro.
Dude, you were so like like a dad, bro. You're like a month and a half behind all the references, and you don't get why people watch this. They watch it because it's cringy. They watch it because it's clip farming, like we were talking about earlier, bro.
But then, like, what was the deal? He's coming out and he's saying, I know the music video was good and all that for like the next 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden he's like, all right, it might be bad or whatever.
Well, I thought from like the jump, looking for my chapstick. I thought from the jump that he was feeding into the memes by being butthurt over it, because like he had one stream where he's like he's really pissed off that Speed is like making fun of him. It's like, it almost looks like he's about to cry. I was like, I feel like he's clip forming.
There's no way.
Yeah, I feel like
there's no way.
I feel like he knows.
Dude,
Hey,
he got too much money and all, and at the end of the day, they got too much money. They already made it.
You
They
just
really
mad
don't
you
even-
ain't got that money.
Oh, I'm not mad. Look, I'm not gonna hate on them at all in that aspect. Y'all did y'all grind, y'all made it. Y'all in places that we're not even in places yet. Good for y'all. I'm happy for y'all. Y'all was doing YouTube. Logan Paul, Jake Paul. I don't take no credit from them boys. They were doing YouTube in 2000.
So was KSI.
Huh?
Sidemen.
Yeah, KSI. I really don't know him because he was on a Europe lace and all. But like, I just do not. I like Logan Paul, but like with the Prime situation, dude, Prime is horrible for you, bro.
Is it really?
Are you sponsored? I hope you're not sponsored by them, man. I'm talking
Prime?
this shit.
No. They send me products.
Yeah, dude, Prime is fucking horrible for you. No,
Really?
and yes, dude, they passing this shit out in the trucks over in the fire things, and it's good branding and all. They have good branding. They know what they're doing. But dude, why can't y'all just make a healthy drink? Why can't anybody?
See, they marketed
it
extremely healthy at first with like the coconut water and all this other stuff, and
Yeah,
like
but
no
then all of a
sugar
sudden,
additives.
Then all of a sudden, then you got red dye 40, or if it might not even be red dye 40s. I know there's been buku just complications with it they just got bashed in the drinks. Why? If y'all gonna make a energy drink and support it as healthy and good for you, why even put the bad shit in it? Why? Because it makes you more profit and it's cheaper for you to revenue. I get that and all, but like at the end of the day, dude, I'm not buying that energy drink because it's cheap. I'm buying it because it's healthy for me.
Wait, do you think it's an energy drink? Like you
No.
think it has caffeine?
No, I'm talking about the Prime, just as the electrolyte drink. Like, it's not healthy for you. It's not a good drink. Like, you might as well drink Powerade made by Coke. Powerade's not good for you. You know what I mean? Like, just...
I'm not a healthy person, so I don't really care.
the only drink that I came across so far that I really, really like, really genuinely like, is two, honestly. I fuck with Ghost. I do. Yes, straight up. Shout out Ghost.
No extra stuff. It's amazing.
Shout
man.
out Ghost, not even because Brodie's here. I like Ghost's flavors.
We love Ghost.
I will
Send
tell
a
you.
case to the office.
Look, I will
we
tell
love cherry limeade.
I will tell
we
you
love
this.
the Sour Patch flavors.
Yeah, nope. I'll tell y'all this. I'm very mad that y'all don't have more Sour Stripe flavors in this area in Louisiana. Y'all bring them Sour Stripe flavors here because we need them and we want them.
They have
Sour
the
Strips
Target
limited
on-
edition.
Yeah, no.
Really?
Sucks.
Quit limited edition.
They
Ghost.
have the Target on Martin Luther King Boulevard in Houma, Louisiana. You could just go bring it there. They'll know who it's for.
And we will literally
For us.
buy it from the
By the
cases from
case.
you
By the
guys.
case.
Like, literally, like,
We're addicted.
we
It's
want
bad.
that. Like, that is fire.
Strips fire.
No,
Yeah,
it's fire.
Like
Like,
sour
always
strips.
always do my rankings with my Ghosts, and I think Sour Strips would be number one if it wasn't limited edition. But I can't put it in there because it's not permanent.
What's number one out of the
yeah, for like
limited
your
edition?
regular.
Oh, we got
Orange
it here
cream.
today.
Orange cream?
Orange cream number one.
Oh, that's a classic.
Is that like that's
Classic.
like the dreamsicle flavor, kinda?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
That one is
Number
good.
one, top seller, by the way.
Because it's a
I
little,
mean, I'm
it's a
literally
little
drinking
sweet.
orange. I'm drinking an orange juice, freaking vodka.
Yeah,
right
I was
now,
gonna
like,
say because it's like it's a little sweet, and Ghost doesn't have too many sweet flavors.
it's not crazy sweet.
They
the
like
red
their
berry-
sour.
Yeah. I like the sour stuff.
I would say their hydration. Their hydration is very good, but if you
Yeah.
want something sweet, try the hydration. Like me
Yeah.
personally, I'll probably drink 3/4 and then put water in it, just because it's like so overpowering.
But how many?
But, yeah.
How much Ghost products are you like taking in one day though? Like being real.
One day, pretty much all of it.
like all day.
But like,
So-
but like you know all the things that's behind it and what's going into these products, right?
Yeah.
The Ghost is honestly like the only thing that I ever saw bad about Ghost. I didn't mess with the cereal.
Cereal?
It was hard for me to eat.
They had Ghost cereal.
Yeah, it wasn't
No
bad.
limited edition.
Well, what? No, was it?
No, I think it's still in Walmart and stuff right
and
now.
GNC. It was just hard for me to eat only because it's that protein aspect. I don't even like protein chips, so that tells you. So
Yeah.
like not hating on nothing. Like that product is probably good for a lot of people.
No, man, it depends how you look at it because a lot of protein like based snacks is like, do you really want to be eating something that's better for you, or do you want something that's gonna be amazing, taste amazing, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's definitely something to say with the cereal. Do I think it's the best cereal I ever tried? Hell no. But do I like it? Yes. And do I think like I'm actually getting something out of it? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the only reason why I still continue to buy it and eat it, because that reason exactly.
Because if you had if you put 2 boxes, like I say I'm a regular person, and you have a bowl of Fruity Pebbles in front of me and a bowl of Goat cereal, which one are you gonna like more? The Fruity Pebbles, of course.
Of course.
Hella sugar and everything. It just tastes
Grew
better.
up on that.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you tell me as a person who's heavy in the gym, hey, look at these macros versus this macros. This one has 14 grams of protein per serving. Which one are you gonna take? I'm taking the protein cereal.
I'm taking the Ghost.
I'm gonna
That's
enjoy it.
awesome for y'all.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Look,
I don't eat a single healthy thing,
I'm
man.
fat right now, straight up. We have been putting work into the studio. I don't even like how I look. I'm usually in the gym a good bit. I wish I could be in the gym more. We're about to start my gym grind again, so I'm about to get healthy again. But
let's get a gym downstairs.
Look,
Let's go in the
I've
locker
been trying to
room.
tell Austin. I've been
locker
trying to
room's
tell
not really
Austin.
being used.
I've been trying to tell Austin.
Let's go put some stuff in there
Then
next to
it's
the
a-
lemonade and the
We already got
3D
some equipment. We
fabricators.
already got some
That
equipment.
is a
and shit.
total one-stop shop here.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Wanna cop and have a rig and come get rich with us. Money come in different ways, this shit ridiculous. Drive the Pembroke, car the body, he ain't never disappointed. Never come down.
All right,
No.
go ahead. You start. Go ahead.
No, but I want to hear more about the MrBeast because that's a very unpopular opinion. So, like, do you not like his content or just him as a person?
I don't completely know yet. From the content that I've seen, I've never watched a full clip of MrBeast. I do like that he does things like the Squid Games and all of that, right? I like that stuff. But just from what I have been seeing,
Right.
it's not making me a fan of him. And just to be honest, like I never watched a full MrBeast video. I'm gonna do it now that you said that you do it.
Yeah.
You do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch the full MrBeast video. I'll watch the next one.
I think you would appreciate his production and everything. So I don't agree with the opinion, and that's okay. But at the same time, I think it's because you didn't watch enough of him. So
I didn't watch anything of him.
okay, yeah. So that makes
besides
sense.
clips.
But you hear the controversy,
And I hear the controversy.
and you get an idea. See,
And I think that's a bad thing about the social media too.
that's how media is.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
You hear one thing and
Scary.
you want to think that way or you want to run with it. But as someone who, speaking from my opinion, someone who's watched like all his videos, it's in my opinion, I thought he was put in a very unfortunate situation and he couldn't do shit about it, so he had to run with it. And then that controversy kind of helped him. Now his channel doesn't have that controversy going on anymore,
Well,
right? Because but I think you would appreciate his production level and everything. That's why I watch it. Every single, like he just posted one today. I actually watched it. Or I'm sorry, I skipped to the end because somebody told me to go look at it. But he helped 2,000 people walk for the first time.
Really?
So he does shit like that. So he bought them all
Oh,
prosthetics,
yeah.
and at the end, he says a message, almost kind of relating to that dude who just killed the national health guy. He was just like, "Hey guys, I just like," he never does this at the end of his videos, and he was like, "Hey guys, I don't know." Basically, he got like, I don't know why a YouTuber has to do this, and those 2,000 people didn't have the insurance anything to get to be able to walk, and so he was basically taking a shot at like the government, like why isn't nobody funding this? Why isn't nobody helping them? He helped
honestly
2,000
think you would
people
like
walk
it a
for the
lot.
first time.
So straight up, I have not seen that. And straight
Yeah.
up, look, sorry if I said anything disrespectful towards you, MrBeast. I didn't know those type of things on that level. At the end of the day, I do my own 3 companies. I am on the one track mind. I do my own things. I'm very zoned in on my things. So like even Brodie's content, like just being honest, like I watch clips of Brodie. I watched 2 full videos of it, just being real. Like I do not have the time to sit there and watch a full whatever video you make, right? I don't have the time to watch nobody's videos.
Understandable,
Yeah,
but
but that's just because the business I'm in,
Yeah.
right? I am making content for all these other companies and all these other people. But now that you said that, like I sympathize with that, and like I really like that a lot because we are big with our companies and giving back to our communities. I mean, just this past year, look, it's not nearly as MrBeast numbers, obviously, but I mean, we donated, I think, right around $15,000 to $20,000 just to our community in different areas.
Oh, yeah.
This past year.
Oh, it was over 20.
Oh, it was over 20?
Yeah, and if you count the products as well, the value overall would probably be more
and
around
then
40. But
Probably
like,
discounts and stuff like that because we try to help people out and all. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we're a growing company and we want people to understand that. But like, look, dude, we're picking up traction. Like we just picked up like I want to say like 5 new clients, and we had like I want to say 7 or 8 total before this new year. Now that this new year came, we're literally signing on like 5 new clients. Like we're basically gonna double everything that we're doing in the next month.
Oh yeah, no, everything's gonna be like 2 times.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I guarantee it. What y'all got going on now? 100% believe that. Yeah, but like, for your opinion, no fault at all because, like you said, you don't watch him. If you watch him, it'd be different and be like, okay, maybe we can have a discussion.
Yeah,
here.
like what are you seeing in his videos?
Right.
And
then-
most people aren't.
And that actually makes me mad though, because I wish the social media wouldn't push those type of things, and I could see both sides. But it's just like if you're liking things on one side, then you're not gonna see the other side.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people I don't watch, if I see they're in some controversy, it gives me an instant opinion on that person. And if I don't go and do my own research or like watch their own content, I make up my own opinion from that one headline.
Right.
So like I totally get that. But at the same time, like I was just speaking from someone who does like indulge in their content.
Sure. You just,
Because
you
know what I
humbled me.
respect most?
You just straight up humbled me.
No,
Straight up,
no.
like you've just made me think of a new perspective on how to look at it. Just because like I'm thinking like at the end of the day, I'm thinking MrBeast. I'm trying to get as many views as possible. I'm going in every freaking language that I can, yada yada yada, and like everything that's going on with Hollywood right now with the Diddy shit and everything else.
That's why I like him, because I don't think he's doing all the celebrity type shit.
Right.
I think he kind of sticks to his and his team.
Oh yeah.
And I watched him since I remember the first video I watched from him. I think he said Logan Paul 100,000 times or some shit like that.
I was gonna
he
say,
used to sit in front of his camera and count to 1 million. Like this
That's
dude
the first one
grinded
that I
from the
saw.
very
That's
bottom.
how he was.
He
going
sat
at
and
first.
counted to 1 million.
So you see, I don't even know enough about MrBeast to know that
Oh,
that's how he started
dude.
off his content.
He probably started.
So he was
And-
so like shout out Neck Boss one more time because I was watching him from the beginning.
Humble
So,
beginnings.
Humble beginnings, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing.
And
Dude.
he's always been like at really advanced content, like doing dumb shit. And so when he really started picking up was when he was doing like, he had his 5 friends sit in a circle. Whoever lasts the longest gets a Lamborghini.
He was doing
or
like the
whatever,
old
maybe.
type of like car dealership type stuff, like whoever keeps their hand on the car the longest.
Yes.
His whole thing that has always made him bigger and bigger, he says this all the time, and he most famously said this recently talking to like people like Nick Garcia and stuff like that, like on their vlogs and stuff. He puts at like very razor thin margins that he actually keeps for his own pocket. He puts everything back into his videos.
Yeah.
He's doing this for the love of the fucking game and for the creation of content alone. This man is a genius, in my opinion.
All right, look, guys.
I'm going to glaze
These
the
guys,
fuck out of him.
these guys are making me like MrBeast
Bro.
now. So I'm gonna do it. I'm
You gotta watch one.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, check him out. I think
I'm
it's-
gonna check him out. I'm
He
gonna
he
do
under,
it.
he understands it. He understands like how to get you engaged from beginning to end. He's got me. He's got me wrapped. But I think like the first one, the first ever brand deal he ever got, I think he got $10,000 for it. And instead of like pocketing it and just like doing a shitty ad, he was like, "I'm gonna take this $10,000 and I'm gonna give it to whatever pizza delivery guy shows up and tip him." And he changed that guy's life.
Yeah.
See, I want to know right now what's going on with you and Colin. How is that going? What's about to happen?
Oh, and I heard about some bet going on too or something.
Yeah, that's one of the main things.
So we have the bulk versus bet. Oh, I'm sorry, the bulk versus cut bet going on right now.
Ooh.
And so it's a 3-month bet, right? So our most popular video ever did 1 million likes on every single platform.
Wow.
Most popular video I think we put out probably over 100 million.
Dude, Colin's
100
funny.
million views
Colin's
total.
funny. Colin's funny.
Colin's funny.
Colin's funny. Like between
Well-
both of y'all, dude. No, like it's perfect. Like it's like
A lot of people are Team Colin. A lot of people.
No,
like,
it's like-
here's the thing. I keep. Well, let me finish talking about the bet.
Go ahead.
So our bet that we got going on. Anyway, that's our most popular video.
Yeah.
And people absolutely love it. For the longest time, people are like, "Oh, bulk versus bet." I'm sorry, I keep saying bet. Bulk versus cut. Like that's how they were like noticing me. And it was like, "Where's your friend? Where's your friend?" So it was like extremely popular across platforms. Every single platform, it did well. And so it was about a year later because I think we posted it early, maybe end of 22, early 23.
That long ago?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, and we were like, let's make a part 2 on it. It's our most popular video. No way this flops. And I was like, it doesn't make sense. How are we going to do a part 2 to it? The only way it makes sense is if we switch roles and I'm bulky all of a sudden and you're cut. Obviously, we can't just change bodies and, like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, why don't we just bring this to real life? So, and then he
Hell yeah.
agreed to it. And when he agreed to it, I was like, okay, let's go film right now.
Was he taking it serious?
Oh.
Well, that's the thing. Because I was like, if he doesn't agree to this, if it's not on camera, it's not put out in front of everybody, he's going to go home, think about it, and be like, I don't want to do that.
No, I'm being on the other.
He's taking it serious.
No, flip side, like eating wise.
Me?
No, him.
Him? So I'm going to touch on that. So
Yeah.
I was like, let's do it right now because, or he's not going to take it serious because
Say
Colin,
that ass. Say that ass.
Colin
That's all
like,
it is.
yeah, see.
Say that ass.
Colin locks in, but it's just the consistency, right? He goes up and down, up and down. He fluctuates a lot.
Well, he's
And,
dude, at the end of the day, he's working a real job.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is. And
wow.
so I was like, so let's go do this right now. And then we posted the first one, did numbers. You know, it was almost like we posted a skit, but it was raw. So we started off like exactly how our first video started, the bulk versus cut. And then we, basically hit the fourth wall. And we were just like, alrighty, guys, we're bringing this to real life. This is what's going on. And so the bet is we have 3 months, whoever could gain or lose the most weight, right? And so if I win, I get to shave his head. If he wins, I have to join a bodybuilding contest, which
And that probably works for you.
it does, but everybody's like, I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair punishments. So
Both of those are pretty
dude,
mild.
No. They're mild just because Harry rolls back or whatever. But I know for you, that's not what you want to be in. I know already.
Well, that's the thing. I don't body. Well, I train
Yeah.
He trained,
bodybuilding
yes,
style,
Yes.
but I never had no intentions on doing a show. But I
Oh.
always say, yeah, I'm gonna do a show one day. Yeah, I'm gonna do a show one day. And so Colin thought about it, and he was like, nah, I'm gonna make you do a show. I was like, oh, really? You're gonna my punishment's to do a show? And then he was like, yeah, it is. I was like, fuck, okay. Yeah. And so the winner also gets $1,000.
Well,
But,
where are you gonna have to do the show at? Like in Louisiana? Or,
I think I'm gonna gauge my audience on that.
okay.
If I have to.
Well, no,
but
he's not
I
gonna
put-
have to do it
Exactly.
because
I
he's
plan on
gonna gain
winning.
more. Yeah, he's gonna win the bet. Come on here.
Yeah, here's the thing. We started November 18th. So it finishes February 18th. So I think Monday is going to be our week 8 check-in, or it could be So I think we have a little bit over a month to go. What's today? Like the 11th or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got like I don't know, like a little over a month, and we are at a dead tie. So to spoil it, because I don't know, because my YouTube video is coming out like in a day or two.
Yeah.
Week 7. So the official rules are it's to whoever gains the most or loses the most weight, but it's relative to our starting weight because we're such drastic weight differences. If you really break it down, Colin has a big advantage because we're the exact same height and he's 243 pounds. I'm sorry, starting weight.
He
Yeah.
can cut weight way faster than
Exactly.
What
He
you
could
can,
lose 10 pounds like that.
Yeah.
So he started at 243 pounds. I started at 158, right? He
Dude.
came in
How tall are you?
5'8". Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, dude, I'm literally like an inch shorter.
You
than
were
you.
really
And
cut
that
then.
is, yeah, because that's stupid. Because like my cuttest that I ever been was like at like 162 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was shredded. But like, dude,
What's-
for you to be 5'8", 158, like you know that you like got to be like solid mass at that.
Yeah.
point.
Well, I came in. Well,
Yeah.
I kind of like tried to come in like low in calories so I could come in as low as possible to have an advantage. And Colin ate like a trash can to come in as high as possible. Yeah. So, but a lot of people think they're like, damn, I thought you'd been like 180, 185 pounds. Yeah.
No,
If you know my stats, it makes sense.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I would have thought just right off the rip.
No,
I'm
but-
140 and I'm 5'6", and I've been
Yeah, but you
skin
gotta-
and bones
you gotta think
for
that-
like 10 years.
yeah, but yeah, I think like whenever you straight muscle, it plays a different part.
And then like I stay
It all goes to
relatively
the
lean.
ass. Yeah.
Yeah, but so after the week 7 mark, which we filmed, it's not out yet, but it will be out. Relative to our starting weight, I don't know how much exactly he lost, but I'm at a 5.3% change, like total weight change. He's at 5.25% weight change.
Ooh, it's close.
Literally a dead tie.
Oh
close.
my god.
And so here's the thing. The first week, everybody thought I was cooked
Ooh.
because he lost 10 pounds first week.
Oh yeah,
He was eating like a trash can. He took 1 week to like get his
Yeah, right.
get
Yeah.
his stuff right. Start hitting some cardio. He lost like 10 pounds. I think it might have been 8 pounds. But
He was in
everybody
the
was
gym
like,
every day.
Brody has no chance. And then everybody, all these people are so scared of balking because they're scared of mentally and they're scared of like losing their perfect image. I'm not scared of balk. It's just that I'm not a bodybuilder. There's no reason for me. Why wouldn't I be main gaining? Because I just enjoy being lean. Look, there's 3 things I want in life. I always want to be healthy. I always want to be athletic, and always want to look good naked. Right.
Correct.
And that's what I
Couldn't
do.
agree more. Oh my gosh.
You could go out, search all you want. You never find a video of me saying I'm bigger than anybody or that I'm better looking than anybody. I don't give a shit about none of that. As long as I look good, I'm healthy, I'm athletic. I could do a standing backflip right now if I want to.
Same.
Now you might have to do it just to prove it to the camera.
I'll do it after. But 1%.
Yeah, I'll join you.
Wanna cop a half a brick and come get rich with us. Money come in different ways, this shit ridiculous. Drive the Pembroke, call the body, he ain't never disappointed. When it come down.
Where you was at on you and Colin's bet.
Yeah, so essentially it's a dead tie right now. And so what you were saying with the bodybuilding show, is it an awful thing for me? No, it's not. But at the same time, it's like, it's not my passion or anything.
But just being real, all right, so like I went to this New York competition with Jacob, right?
Right.
Jacob Rober Show. Shout out Jacob Rober Show. You took me out there to New York. Appreciate you. Cool. That was an awesome experience. I met some cool people. I met Mr. Olympia 212, I believe it was, NPC champ, and I didn't even know who he was. I was just talking to him like I was just BS like because like at the end of the day, dude, like just being honest, just my personality. I don't care how famous you are. I don't care who you are. I'll make a conversation with anybody, anytime. So like Jacob was actually cracking up because we was in the hotel, like waiting for a hotel spot or whatever. Well, I started talking to this random black guy, and he's cool as shit. Like we just vibing, and he's like he has like an English accent, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, where you from? And he says, dude, I'm from like London or something, like I somewhere crazy. And he was like, I was like, so what do you do? And he was like, dude, I run the head of what's the big athletic, not that big, the big gym like gym equipment company. It's not dude, it's like one of the main ones. It's
Bowflex?
No, it's not. No, it's not like that. It's like bodybuilder gym type stuff.
Gym equipment or
it's gym equipment,
like machines?
Yeah, machines and stuff.
Arsenal?
No, it wasn't. It's a big company. Like this dude was out here for the New York Olympic Pro. Like I don't remember the exact name. I have him on Instagram still. I messaged him a couple times. I probably could find the name if I really wanted to, but besides the point. Just a big dude in the industry and a big dude, like they produce like most of the gym equipment, like professional equipment for like a lot of these gyms in America, a lot of these gyms in Europe and stuff.
Wow.
Well, I'm talking with him. Jacob walks up and he's like, well, who you talking to? Well, he introduced him. We're like, oh shit, dude, like we can get it with this dude. Like this is a connection. And then Jacob, his wife, she walks up and she's like talking to Jacob, and then Jacob is just like, dude, Nick's just being fucking Nick. He's talking to all kind of people and he's making connections left and right. We about to have some type of deal with this dude from whatever. And I'm just like, dude, I'm just talking with people, and like it was the same thing. I met that other dude. I got the picture in my work phone. My work phone's over there. But who was Mr. 212 Olympia champ? The last one. 212 Mr. Olympia.
2012?
No, like the body weight 212.
Shit, I don't know.
It's not. It was.
I don't keep up with bodybuilding like that. It's
Yeah.
not Bumstead, huh?
No, it wasn't Bumstead. I got it in my.
I think he was like overall.
Derek?
No, y'all talk for a second. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I'm gonna tell y'all who it was because I got it in my other thing.
I mean, connections name of the game. I can't tell you how many people that like recognize my content and like they're big.
This guy right here. Met a guy at New York Pro. Apparently, he's famous. 212 Mr. Olympia, Keon. You know him?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well,
There's got to be somebody.
And so like I was just talking.
Shout out to Keon.
Yeah, shout out Keon, man. Hey, you famous apparently. But I was talking with him, just BSing with him, and then Jacob walked up to me like, dude, do you know who the fuck you were just talking to? I was like, no, but he was cool as fuck. Like we were chilling, and he was like, dude, that's Keon. He just won 212 Mr. Olympia. And I was like, oh shit, that's cool. Hey man, can I get a picture with you, bro? Apparently, you're something cool. So I was like, hey, can I get it? He was like, hell yeah, man. So I got a picture, you know what I mean?
That's dope.
But like expos, stuff like that. I mean, I'll run into people. I'll just chat it up with them, and like I have no idea who they are. And it turns out like they're super popular or something.
Right.
But like a lot of people
Yeah.
recognize my content, and it's like the space is a lot bigger than you think. So like,
it really
like
is.
I would never take
Yeah.
offense to anybody who's never seen my content. Like just because I'm out there
Yeah.
doesn't mean I'm like everybody knows me.
But straight up, somebody said it perfect. I was watching a podcast. I don't know who it was or what they were saying. My buddy Jensen actually popped it up to me because I told him back like probably like 4 months ago, like 4 or 5 months ago, whenever we first connected. I was like, yo, you know this dude, Brodie? Like, I met him in the gym, like, whatever, like, whenever we first met, right? I was talking to him about it or whatever. And he was like, yeah, dude, he's actually pretty big or whatever and around here. And, like, I really didn't even realize, like, how big you were. And then, like, I started looking at your Instagram and then find out my fiance, she likes your content and shit. So I was just like,
Oh, yeah?
fuck,
Whoa,
dude.
whoa.
Whoa, yeah, no, she got a crush on Brodie, right? No,
Okay,
but-
who doesn't?
yeah, right, who doesn't, right?
Thank you.
But no, they were showing me, and I was like, oh shit, like, dude, like this dude got some pull right now, like, what's
You
up?
got that
what's
motion.
going on? Yeah, what's going on with this right now? And I was like, man, I gotta meet this dude, and then I met you with Jacob, and then that's how I kind of made
Is
that
there,
connection.
I guess, kind of to move to like our next topic, is that like, how did you, I guess, like, see that you started gaining that motion and try and like stick with it? Like, what was like the daily routine or something? When did you recognize it? What's kind of the story behind that?
I mean, I've been grinding since, like I said, when I was doing the trends. So back then, I had a plant job. Everybody from down here works in the plants.
Yep.
I was working 12 hours, just like
What you were
Colin.
doing?
Yeah, just like wait, what's that?
What you were doing in the plant?
I worked at a grain plant, so the ships would dock at our dock, and I would work the pipes to put grain into the shipping containers on the boat.
Oh, wow.
So they're coming off like a conveyor belt, basically.
Correct. Yeah, and I was like just breathing in corn dust all day. Shit was miserable.
Yeah,
12-hour
yeah.
shifts a day, and I would
Chemical all over you, smelling that shit.
disgusting.
Cancer,
I mean,
cancer, straight up.
yeah.
Cancer alley.
Yeah, we hate
Well-
that stuff. We hate cancer. Fuck cancer.
That's when I've always been into content creation because I've been making shitty videos since Vine. You know what I mean? But it's always been
Oh, you started on
humor-based.
Vine?
Yeah, back
Dude,
then.
what?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
But-
and like people don't
Hey,
even know what
screw
Vine
you.
is.
I do know what Vine is,
Hey,
Austin.
and look to the viewers right
I was
now
on Vine.
who don't know who Vine is.
Who? What?
Dude, they don't know. Dude, half these people who watch Brodie don't know what Vine was.
Probably
Yeah.
No, they don't, dude. And it was the same
7-second
time that was
videos.
Yik Yak. You remember Yik Yak?
Yak, yeah.
Or
Oh
you're-
my
Well, I'm sure
gosh.
they remember Vine because you'll see a lot of like popular TikTok comments. Like if it's a very short video, they'd be like, "This would have done numbers on Vine."
Vine, yeah.
Yes.
So I tried. That's when I really got. That's what I really enjoyed. So like for people who don't know, that's how Logan Paul, King Batch, you know, all these big names got popular originally. Then they switched over to YouTube, and now they do everything. But I tried growing a follow. I think I got up to like 5,000 followers, so it was nothing crazy. I had like one viral video, and you know, what's funny is that viral video from Vine I had saved, and when TikTok came out, my roommate at the time, college roommate, this was probably 2019. He was like, "Dude, you should check out TikTok." He was doing the dance shit at the time. You know,
Dancing and shit?
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
condone.
dude, everybody in
Yeah.
19 was doing that.
Yeah,
man.
everybody's doing a dance. I was like, dance is not me. I'm definitely not doing that.
Do you know that kid? Not to cut you off or anything, but you know that kid, the Chick-fil-A kid that was dancing the Chick-fil-A dance or whatever.
I don't think so.
No, he would be in the line at like Chick-fil-A, and they'd be like, "Oh, what's your order?" And he's like, "Oh, turn that beat up," and then he would start dancing. And all.
Oh.
That was that dude from Baton Rouge. Yeah,
really?
yeah, he's actually from right there. Yeah.
Yeah, essentially that's when I started it. But so my roommate got me onto TikTok, and that first video, the only video really that like I would say went viral on Vine, I reposted on TikTok, and I remember it like vividly because that was the start of like me like getting into TikTok. I posted it, and I was like posting dumb videos at the time, but that was the one that finally took off on TikTok. The first one that hit 1 million views. I remember I was going to the casino, and I got that feeling again of wanting to do content creation because I seen it was at 20K. I was like, holy shit, it's my best video yet. And then the whole night I was glued to my phone, 30K, 40K. Holy shit, I got 50 followers from that.
Oh, it's
And so
addicting.
it hyped me up. Hyped me up. And I was like, wow, dude, I just got to make more videos like this. And so I just started in basic humor. And then I was playing college baseball at the time, and I started making baseball content. And then one of my videos popped off, and I made a trend out of it.
Who you was doing baseball content for?
Like my own channel, I played college baseball.
For who?
Wait, what?
Louisiana College. That's the stuff y'all gotta ask.
Oh,
Man.
dude, what?
gotta
Oh,
ask
dude,
that.
that's the stuff we gotta add. What?
Yeah, bro.
You was
'cause
playing ball?
I played 5 years. I didn't go to Nichols or anything. I went to Louisiana College, played 5 years baseball.
Really?
Yep. And so that's when I got
Wow.
into TikTok. That was my roommate at the time. And he told me that. I started making just regular humor-based stuff. I think I ran it up to maybe 20K on TikTok. And then I got into the baseball, and that kind of shot me up and got me out there. I think I ran it up to like right under 200K. And then that's when I was getting into working out, like seriously. And so I was like, why can't I do this with fitness? And like, I don't like mixing content. I've never been that person. So I was like, let me just make a fitness account. And then I started posting that. That got traction right away because like through the baseball content, I kind of started understanding the algorithm, what people wanted to see and whatnot. And with the baseball stuff, I was also doing skits. So that's just always been my thing. And eventually, over time, I just started pushing the gym stuff. I seen way more benefits because like right off the bat, even when I had a small following, companies wanted to send me free product. With baseball, none of that was happening.
Oh, yeah,
and plus, I was about to graduate.
Well, baseball, they probably only want to talk to like MLB players and shit like that. Like,
I actually collabed with MLB, the official MLB TikTok account.
really?
Yeah. So I could have.
That's got to be like a dream come true.
Well, if I really pushed the
Pushed it,
baseball stuff
yeah.
and continued doing it, I could have, done something cool. Probably, I could have maybe played for Savannah Bananas, some shit like that.
Hey,
that would've been fire.
That'd have been tight.
That would have
Yeah.
been tight. But
But-
like you're in a way better position.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
don't,
100%.
you don't want to be playing for the Savannah Bananas. What they're doing.
Well, that's got to be like really.
No, that's probably a cool job and all, but like what they have to travel 24/7. They don't have a life outside of, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
realistically.
Yeah, well, with the gym stuff, 100%. I seen like way more benefits. So I was like, at some point, I was like, I'm gonna just leave this account alone. I'm gonna just push this, and I mean, it definitely paid off. But at the same time, that's when I was just doing the humor-based stuff, and then it's levels to everything. Like I'm sure you started from like a humble beginning, so like there's levels and levels until you get to something like this. And then that's essentially how I was. Just started out doing random shit over sounds, and then like I said, that was my process. And then I went to longer videos, still use the sounds. Then I was like, let me talk to the camera. Then now I got these episodes. My problem right now is that my videos are too long. Right? I'll put all my footage together, and it's like, holy shit, this short.
How long? What you mean? Oh,
So
trying to make a
shorts,
short?
yeah, shorts. You want them
Yeah.
to be like, I don't know, maybe like a minute to a minute and a half to like, because everybody's attention is cooked nowadays,
Right.
But and then I'll get all my footage together because I form stories. A lot of people, they don't have. Not to say they don't have the creativity. but
No. I noticed that about you. Straight up, yo, dude. Whenever you make your content, it's like a story that's going into that content. Like there's thought behind it.
there's always a plot.
Correct.
There's always a plot.
Yeah,
There's
correct.
always a beginning. There's always an ending. Right? Now that's what I always say. Like, how are we gonna start this off? What's the plot? What's gonna happen? And how does it get resolved?
Basically, second grade knowledge.
Yeah.
Like what you learned in the second grade with how you make a movie.
Yeah,
What's
how
the
you
plot,
form
what's
a
the
story.
setting. Exactly.
And so like I'll put my footage together. It's like 3 minutes long. It's like, damn, now I gotta chop this up. It used to be very hectic because to get on other platforms, Snapchat, YouTube, it had to be a minute. So I'm taking these 2.5 minute long videos and I have to chop it up into a minute. And it almost comes off like super shitty because I have to cut out like key parts, like funny parts. And anyway, but kind of how you mentioned earlier, TikTok's no longer my bread and butter. It's YouTube.
YouTube
I
is?
got 2.1 on YouTube.
So like
Oh wow.
that's what I was about to say too. What is like your so obviously you just said it, YouTube is your main platform now.
Mhm.
What else do you seeing success now that like TikTok is kind of like, because like obviously like you said with the profits and stuff, how they share whatever, they went down, like it wasn't paying you no money, right?
Yeah, the RPM
Like
and all.
so like where do you see your career going at this rate? Like basically YouTube based or TikTok? I'm not TikTok Reels. I'm sorry, Facebook Reels.
I think YouTube will always be the biggest moneymaker and the end go. And so what I mean by that, we've had this discussion before. Like I said, there's levels to it.
Correct.
And right now, I'm getting to the point where I've built the following. Everybody knows what I do.
Yeah.
Or not everybody, but you know what I mean. Like I've built the following. Everybody.
Dude, people
But-
know who you are, straight up. Like not
Yeah.
to blow your head up. Or, people
In
fucking know who
inside
you
a
are.
community,
Yeah.
people have seen the skits.
Yeah.
And
know what it
even
is.
if they haven't, even if they don't know, like just from looking at you, oh, that's BrodieShredz. People seen your stuff if they were
Right.
scrolling on social media at some point. I don't care who they are, if they're in this area, if they're around, you made that following. Like I said, somebody said it on the podcast long ago. I said it earlier. I say it again. You have done a great job at making yourself relevant in the bodybuilding industry by doing it in a different approach and not doing it like everybody else.
I agree. And relevant. That's a big thing because it's like, how do you stay relevant? And that's what I was about to get at with there's levels to it, right? At some point, people, like, they seen my stuff. At some point, it's going to switch, right? So I've been doing the skits for probably, like, the series that I'm doing now with the office style stuff, probably a year and a half, right? And so at some point, it becomes redundant. But here's the thing. That's why you always want to differentiate yourself. I can't tell you how many copycats I have. Nobody has been able to do it like me.
No, nobody has been able to do it like you. But and also a question that I wanted to bring up in the beginning that I didn't, that I really want to ask you now: has any major platform that you didn't do on your own approach it yet to be like, hey, let's make a Netflix show out of this, like The Office?
No,
That's fucking crazy. Y'all better get y'all shit straight.
And so
that is crazy, dude.
And we'll film
that
it.
is crazy.
And we'll film it.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm about to bring up. There's levels to it. All right. How do I I see these numbers. Everybody has different goals, right? It used to be, okay, I want 10K views. Now I want 100,000 views. Now I want 1 million views.
What are you averaging right now? Like just on a regular?
What platform? It depends.
Instagram. I notice Instagram, I see like 20, 30. Every time I see your shit, like at least minimum, you got 25, 30K likes minimum.
Yeah, that's probably the minimum right now. But there's levels to it because like when it was first getting hype, it was 100K was the minimum. Minimum likes.
So you feel like you kind of
wow.
died down on the Instagram platform?
I think it's, like I said, I think it's becoming more redundant. People, so how do you spice things up? But TikTok's still doing great because I'm getting like over 100,000 each one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the platform. YouTube's still like super consistent. 1 million views on every one. 100,000 is still the standard on there as well.
Yes.
I would say Instagram took a hit lately, but here it's like, how do you? And I don't know if this is gonna apply to Instagram, but it's like, how do you upgrade? How do you keep upgrading, right? And me, it's I take inspiration from not many people, and one person is Jimmy Tatro. You ever heard of him?
I have not. I'll be honest.
Jimmy Tatro started out doing skits just like me on YouTube, and then he advanced. You ever heard of the Real Bros of Simi Valley?
I've heard her name.
Hold your boy back, and he's talking to a baby. He's about to fight a baby.
Oh,
Anyway.
yes.
So that show is
yeah.
like, it's basically kind of like the same style I do, but they're just like super douchey frat guys. Anyway, so what he did, he went from the skits to like more advanced skits to his own like TV show, but it was a sign right away. So that's my next step, TV show. And what I mean by TV show is that I wanted to have the same plot. I wanted there to be character development. So right now I'm doing a different idea every time. I want there to be a plot that, you know, if you watch The Office, there's a plot.
Right.
And
Yeah.
the characters stay the same.
Did you kind of talk to me about that like a little bit, like kind of touch
100%.
base?
And so
Oh,
that's
are
why.
you still trying to like make that, like, did you start making that happen yet, or like you're still kind of like in this?
So I have the idea of how I would go about it, how the plot would be set up. The biggest thing is finding a place that you'd be able to film all the time, so studio, and then who would be a part of it, because I would want to do it around here, but who am I gonna get that is available? And I immediately think of my friends. I have like,
Sounds like the perfect place is on Coteau Road in Houma, Louisiana, if I'm being honest.
but how's it a gym set? Like
No,
we get
you
a
know,
gym
you need
set
a
up.
gym.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's the thing.
like that's the thing. I would say, honestly, we got the equipment to help you. Like we can make movie grade stuff over here, but that would be more like, hey, let's link up at 12 a.m. in the morning. Let's go to lift it.
Which that's
100%.
also something that like to kind of like wrap us up a little bit more, because I think it's getting to be about that time. But like, if I'm being honest, Nick and I are eccentrics like that. Like I was saying, like even off pod and stuff like that. Nick will send me stuff at like 3 a.m. I'll answer sometimes at 3 a.m. and I'll just give him a phone call and I'll be like, dude, it's 3 a.m. And he'll be like, yeah, and you still answered my phone call. So let's talk for an hour and a half
Whenever
about
I
it.
first met Brodie, and I told him, I was like, what time do you do things and whatever? And he was like, dude, honestly, like we're in the gym late at night, and I was like, dude, perfect.
Yeah,
like,
that's the perfect
that's when
time.
I'm ready to go. So
That's I feel like that's whenever a lot of creative people are able to work because they're not surrounded.
they're not surrounded by other people. They're not getting all these calls in during the day. They're not having to deal with the business life during the day.
Yep.
You can actually focus on you and what you need to do.
Right. Yeah, and so that's my thing. I want to start it off because I want full creative control, and I just a lot of people, like my boys that are in my videos, they help me out with the ideas and everything, but I feel like I always have that final touch on it that makes it what it is. I hope that doesn't sound like
No,
that.
no,
or-
no,
No,
no, dude.
That's
That's literally
awesome.
what makes
Yeah.
you though. That like
Yeah, it
that's
makes
what
your
people-
content authentic.
authentic,
And
and that's what people care about.
yeah, I was gonna
So-
say,
That's why people
Good.
like you, bro. Straight
yeah.
up.
And if anybody wants to find you anywhere, if you want to plug all your shit right now and stuff before we head out, just to make sure they all know.
You can find me anywhere with the @name BrodieShredz.
And then
BrodieShredz with a Z.
And then if you're looking for his burner, not his burner, but his second account,
Two
it's
Zs,
BrodieShredz.
Yeah,
With a
BrodieShredz,
on both TikTok and Instagram. But like
There
I
we
said,
go.
guys, I think YouTube is the bread and butter. And in fact, with
Mhm.
TikTok possibly going down, I think that's where you're gonna find everything that you
Yeah,
want.
definitely need
And
to.
definitely big things to come. Like I said,
Sure.
what we just talked about, it's gonna come to reality soon. And so
hopefully
be a part of that.
Yeah, we'll have more to come pretty soon for
Yeah,
y'all. So
we will. We'll
Thank
help
you.
out.
Hey,
Yeah, for
100%.
sure.
Having you know. Oh, I got my